Move and stretch out your hand and heal someone today. Dear friends, in today's liturgy, we get inspiration from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 1, verses 40 to 45. It's about the healing of the man with leprosy. Dear friends, we have many diseases. Some are curable, some are incurable. And today we would like to pray that Jesus touches our minds, our bodies, our hearts, and makes us whole and clean again. Remember very well, the context is that a person who had leprosy was considered like a walking dead person. The whole community ran away from him because leprosy was a contagious disease, and whoever got closer to a person who had leprosy would risk getting the disease and dying as soon as possible. And nobody wants to die, of course. So the community ran away from the person who had leprosy. You can imagine. The man with leprosy was socially, religiously, economically, and whatever, isolated in all aspects. He was abandoned, rejected, ejected. How do you feel if you are abandoned and rejected? Imagine you are suffering physically, you are suffering mentally, but now you are even suffering with rejection, and nobody is even coming closer to help. Already when you are healthy and someone is not coming to be there for you, you feel bad. How much more a disease like leprosy, whereby people are running away from you psychologically, and you are drained down, emotionally drained down. Because if somebody is sick, at least with a tender touch, a kind of a pat, and the kind of embrace can make the person feel at least loved. These lepers felt abandoned, rejected. And this is what we would learn, dear friends, that are we abandoning others around us, or others abandoning us because we have our physical challenges, our spiritual challenges, our financial and economic challenges, our status? Because I'm not educated, you're abandoning me. Yeah, because I don't think like you, you're abandoning me. This is how the lepers felt, and they went around with bells ringing and shouting, unclean, so that people can keep away from them. Otherwise, they will get the disease and die. This is how they felt. The wounds, not only outside, but the wounds inside. Are we among those who cause wounds inside and outside of others' lives, or we are those who heal the wounds of those who are affected? The lepers felt like what we were experiencing during the corona times, COVID-19, the social distancing. That was the reality. People are running away from them. Are you distancing yourself from your family, from others, other people who are struggling with life, who are striving also to be better? Or we are trying to get closer, especially to those who are struggling in life, especially to those who have a lot of difficulties? That is our mission as humans, as Christians, to be closer to those who are challenged in one way or another, instead of distancing ourselves away from others. Amidst this kind of situation of isolation, of rejection, Jesus did something extraordinary. He moved his heart. He moved himself. He stretched out his hand out of compassion for this leper who was rejected. This was Jesus' mission. This is our mission, that he came to heal the brokenhearted, to give life, and invites us to heal others who are broken and to give life. So he invites us to move ourselves, to stretch out our hands, to move our hearts, to reach out to others, especially those who are suffering in different ways around us, beginning with our families and in our communities, at school, in the hospitals. On our journey as we walk, we open our eyes and we will see people who need our attention, who need help in one way or another. you never know the impact it causes. Once I'm reminded, I was going for Mass of the 1st of January 2025 this year, going to the Latin Patriarchate of Jerusalem in the co-cathedral to celebrate Mass with the Patriarch. And then I saw one man was struggling to lift a big rubbish pit, a huge one, and to give another man on top of the car. And I was dressed, of course, like a priest. And then I went, I said, no, they tried to push a little bit ahead, and then the thing was heavy and they dropped it down. And then I saw him again trying. I just moved as I was dressed, lifted that dirty kind of stuff, pushed it up, and it was really heavy. I could imagine how many difficulties people go through. It was really heavy, I'm not exaggerating. And we pushed it up. But the man was so much touched, was so happy. And he said, my goodness, thank you very much. Imagine, that is an example, a small example of the many people who go through a lot and they do a lot of difficult, heavy works, and sometimes they even paid less. But he thanked me. Then there were some priests from the Jesuit side who were passing by. And one of them knew me, another one maybe was doubting. So when he reached the sacristy, he saw me dressed. He saw me dressing and said, I thought you were the rubbish garbage man. It became fun, but work is work, and we bless all the people who clean up here and there. So this is to say that we should move with compassion, and that's what moved Jesus. He was moved with compassion and love, and he got closer to the untouchable, to the unclean, to that which could not be touched, that is the leper. He got closer, stretched out his hand. That was after the request of the man that if you wish, please help me. It was like a man was willing to do anything, including kneeling down and crying out, if you wish, Lord, help me. Of course, the Lord wishes because he's God and loves the best for us. But that was the humility of the man who said, if you wish. And Jesus says, yes, I wish, be healed. And then he stretches his hand and touch that which is untouchable, knowing that by touching the leper, according to the ritual of the time, Jesus, would be also contaminated. He takes upon everything, and that's how he heals the leper. Jesus' compassion and love and feeling is more powerful and healing than the rigidity of the law that you should not touch. He touches in order to heal. The love is more healing. Compassion, feeling, touch is more healing. So touch someone's heart, someone's life today, especially those who are brokenhearted. Heal someone today, beginning from our families. Jesus goes beyond the mere ritualistic law, following laws which do not give life, because every law should give life. If it does not, then it's not a law anymore. So he goes beyond the laws of that time, because for Jesus the greatest law is love, compassion, love, touch, heals, dear friends. Dear friends, today we may not have leprosy as it is, and even if it is there, because of the science and the medication, we have the medicine for it, the cure for it. But today there are various forms of leprosy around. Countless people are still suffering from isolation, rejection, abandonment, even if they don't have leprosy. Perhaps you are one of them. Courage, cry out to others, but also open up in order to be touched and helped by the Lord. Dear friends, many people today feel avoided, neglected, abandoned, rejected by others. Are you among those who reject others, who abandon others? Don't, please, because our role and mission is to embrace everyone, to welcome all, and to see what we can do to help and accompany each other in this journey of life, to help everyone feel at home, in a family, in a community, to feel like brothers and sisters, because that feeling at home is already a medicine, is a healing, is a therapy that heals us even in our difficulties. When we are together as a family and a community, we feel healed even in our challenges and difficulties, which we may face in life generally. Today we find many children isolated from parents. They want to distance themselves from parents, forgetting that the parents are those who made them who they are, no matter how poor or rich the parents were. They are the ones who made them who they are. Sometimes parents run away from their children without fulfilling their parental duties, without being really mothers and fathers to others. And then we see that people are rejected because of differences in religious beliefs, political beliefs. Some are isolated because of race, color, language, tribe, and status. You are poor, I'm rich. No, we are all one. No distinction. But people are isolating others because others don't think like me. They belong to that class, I'm on this class. Are you one of them who isolate others because of these accidental factors? Or we are among those who embrace all, rich, poor, short or tall, this religion or the other color, this is our mission, to embrace all, because all are brothers and sisters, and to make everyone feel at ease and to make everyone a friend. Isolation is the modern leprosy. So dear friends, today, like Jesus, we are challenged to move out of our comfort zones, to use our energy, our strength, our mind, and everything to reach out to others who are abandoned and rejected, to bring healing and life and compassion and love to those who are unloved, those who are rejected in the society. Today is the right time to come out and reach out to the person that you have been avoiding to talk to, you have been running away from, the person you have taken long without talking to, simply to say hi, and simply to dialogue, simply to say you matter, simply to say I'm sorry, simply to say find a place in your heart to accept me as I am, and to dialogue, to settle down issues, and to move ahead in life, guided by the Lord, but never alone. The cure for so many isolation is compassion. And the condemnation is not the solution, but compassion and love. Blessings from Jerusalem, dear friends.